Hey guys, welcome to Learn Kiwi and Ella channel. So in this video, we will try to understand the percentage successive increases or decreases model. Let's start. The first question is that a number is increased by 10% and then the increased number is decreases by 10%. The net increase or decrease is what? I'll tell you one basic model, then we'll go for one more concept called successive multiplying factors. The basic understanding is we don't know what is the number at the beginning. So let us consider the number as 100%. But the first case, number increases by 10%, right? So if it is increases by 10%, the number becomes 110% because 10% of 100 is 10 only. If 10 increases, becomes 110%. And then this increased number is decreases by 10%. Now, friends, this is decreases by 10%, right? What is 10% of 110? 10% of 110 is 11. If 11 decreases, this becomes 9-10%. Okay. There is one more understanding with the basic formula. If there are two successive percentage changes, so it could be changes, guys, A% and then B%. Without any sign, let us think of this first. If there is two successive percentage changes of A and B, then the net percentage change is A plus B plus A into B by 100. If it is increase, we will take positive. If it is decrease, we will take negative. The basic condition is that if it is increase, which means positive, if it is something decrease, we will take a negative. So here, first increase, then decrease, right? You can take A as 10% increase, B as 10% decrease, vice versa also possible, nothing to worry about that. Now let us check in this. So now A plus 10%, B decrease, right? Minus 10% plus A is plus 10%, B is minus 10% by 100. A plus B plus AB by 100. Now guys, this plus 10, this minus 10 gets cancelled. 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. Plus into minus minus, so minus 1%. Minus 1% means 1% decrease. If at all there are two successive changes, you can always use the formula A plus B plus AB by 100. But if there are more than 2% changes, this formula cannot work out. So in such cases, when the questions are a little complicated, in basic understanding, like I can say, like prelims are less than below, very less standard questions will have two changes. But in general, when you go for some tough exams, you'll have more than two variables, more than two changes. In that cases, this is the one useful method. I'll tell you one more useful method called percentage changes, successive percentage factors, successive multiplying factors. Let's understand this. What is the meaning of this? Successive multiplying factors. What do you mean by this, right? So friends, this is very simple if you correctly understand. Now listen carefully. Let us consider the initial value we don't know. Let us consider the initial unknown value as 100%. If something increase, let's say I have a basic 100% value, friends. If it is increases by 10%, my number is what? If it is increases by 10%, this becomes 110%, right? I can say 110% of original. If I say this is increases by again 20%, generally we'll take 20% of 110 and then we will add it, right? So instead of doing that, if 20% increases on this, the new value is 120% of the original. Actually, both are same, friends. How both are same? Okay, I'll come from the basic understanding. Let's see. Now the concept is successive multiplying factors. I want to clear a perfect idea for you so that without any confusion, that will be raised in your mind. That's why I thought to come from the basic. But what is the basic idea? If I have 100% money, if it is increases by 10%, now the money with you will be 110%, guys. If again this is increases by 20%, what is the general argument for this? For 110% value, you will add 20% of 110, right? So if you take 110 common, you'll get 1 plus 20 by 100. 1 plus 20 by 100 is 120 by 100, right? And can you remember that's what I wrote? 120% of what? So similarly, now this is 120% of 110, right? Now friends, if this is increases by 30%, then what you write? Forget about this value. If 30% increase, this will become 130% of what it is previous. Previous is 120 by 100 into 110. Next case, let's take one more numerical for better understanding. If this is decreases by 30%, if this is decreases by 30%, what is understanding? It is 100% now. Now from this, if 30% decrease 70% of the value, what is the value? This is the value, 130 by 100 into 120 by 100 into 110. And this keeps on going, guys. Now let us consider one more such example. I'll give you one more such example. Let's see. You have 100% value. Place it in the bracket. If I say 15% increase, what is the new value? It is 115% of the value. If I say 25% decrease, then what is the new value? 75% of the value. If I say 14% increase, what is the new value? 14% increase, it will become 114%. If I say 14% decrease, 100 minus 14, you have to take 86% of the value. If I say 45% increase, then what is the value, guys? 145%, right? If I say 20% decrease, then 80% of the value. So like this, you can talk about successive multiplying factors. If you do that, you can end up this question in less than 30 seconds. How? 100% is the value, right? Initially, 10% increase, this becomes 110%. Later on, 10% decrease, it becomes 90%. See friends, 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. 11 nines are 99% is the later value. Friends, initial value is 100, later value is 99. What is the net decrease? 1%. And that's what I said, 1%. So you can apply three methods, friends. You can go for general percentage increments. Either you can go for A plus B plus AB by 100, or you can go by successive multiplying factors as well, right? Let us try to understand two more such questions by using different methods. Then we will go for one single method, one useful method. Okay. The strength of the school increases and decreases in every alternate year by 10%. It started with increase in 2000, then the strength of the school in 2003 as compared to that of in 2000 was. Now let us go for our basic 100% model, initial model, first model. What is that model? In 2000, we don't know what is the strength of the school. Let us say 100%. Now from 2000 to 2001, 2001 to 2002, 2002 to 2003 is our count, right? Because you are looking for 2003 data. What happens in the first year? It started with increase in 2000. So first year, it increases by 10%, friends. If 10% increase, it becomes how much? 10% of 100, 10 increase, it becomes 110, friends. But later it decreases by 10%, right? That increasing, decreasing pattern is there, right? So now if 10% value decreases, what is 10% of 110? 11. If 11 decreases from 110, this becomes 99. But in the next year, 10% again increases. Friends, to get 10% of a number not ending with 0, you need to adjust one decimal now. We discussed in the first lecture of percentage. 10% is 9.9. If 9.9 is added to 99, this becomes 108.9%. Initially 100, finally 108.9. So what is the net decrease or increase? It is increase, right? So it increases by 8.9%. So this is one unique model which can work out for any number of variables, friends. You can work out for any number of variables. But as you have 3% changes, you cannot go for A plus B plus AB by 100 model because there are 2 variables only, but here 3 variables are there. What is the other suggestible method? Multiplying factors model. Let us say the strength in 2000 is 100%, friends. The strength in 2000 is 100%. What happens in the first year? 10% increase, 110%. What happens in second year? 10% decrease, 90%. What happens in third year? 10% increase, 110%. Now let us see what is this value. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 100, 100 cancel. Denominator 0 is there. Please be careful. 11 into 11, 121. So 121 into 9 by 10. So 9 into 1, 9. 9 2s are 18. 9 into 1, 9 plus 1, 10. 1089 by 10. So what is 1089 by 10, guys? This is 1008.9%, right? So friends, we started with 100 and we ended with 108.9. What is the percentage increase in this case? 8.9%, right? And that is what we obtained here. So successive multiplying factors method is the one best model that I can suggest you in any case, whether it is a 2D figures, 3D, even in case of geometrical figures also you can work out this. That will show you in the next video. So as of now, let us continue with a few more such interesting questions, right? Now, in the expression x into y squared, the value of both variables x and y are decreases by 20%. By this, the value of expression is decreased by what? Now, I'll tell you two methods. So the expression x into y squared can be written as x into y, where 3 times you need to change the value because 3 variables are there, x, y, y. 2 times y is there, right? 2 times you have to do it, friends. Initially, let us consider this expression value is 100%. First decreases by 20%, right? So if x decreases by 20%, which will become 80%, friends. Again, y decreases by 20%. Friends, what is 20% of 80? 10% 8, 20% 16. So 16 decreases, it becomes 64. So first x, then y. Again, there is a second y, which is again decreases by 20%. 10%, there is no ending with 0, right? At this decimal, 6.4. If 10% is 6.4, 20% is 2 times of it, 12.8. Friends, if 12.5 is decreased from 64, 64 minus 13 is 51, and the 0.8 is there, right? So 51.2. So what is the decrease in value? Can you say the decrease is 48.8%, right? So 48.8% decreases, and that is option C. If you are not comfortable, or if you want to learn one more interesting model, we have our percentage changes, successive multiplying factors model. Let us say 100% is the initial value. First it decreases by 20%, 80% of the value. Again decreases by 20% because 3 variables are right. X is done, now y. Again 20% decrease, 80% of the value. In the third variable also 20% decrease, 80% of the value. Friends, 0, 0, 0, 0, 100, 100 cancel. 0, 0 cancel. What is 8 into 8 into 8? 8 cube. 8 cube is 512. 512 by 10, 51.2%. Friends, we started with 100. We ended with 51.2. What is the net decrement? Net decrement is 48.8%. And that is what we have seen here. Same model, right? Same value. Okay, I'll show you the advantage of this model in the coming questions, guys. Coming questions and coming lectures as well. We are planning few more lectures on percentage, right? We'll know the understanding, you know, the benefits of this percentages, successive percentage increments, right? Okay, let's go for the next question, friends. Now, if the price of an article in a certain store increases by 25% in the first month and decreases by 20% in the second month, and again increases by 50% in the next month, and again decreases by 33.33% in the next month, and this trend continues in the same sequence again, what would be the percentage change after 100 such months? So if you want to know the interesting method, first of all, let us go for basic understanding with 100% model. So friends, initially, we don't know what is the price of the article. So if you don't know the price of the article, consider it as 100%. If you take it as 100%, if there is small technical error, it is tracking somewhere. We'll wait for a minute. Yeah. So let us consider the value at the beginning is 100%. But what happens in the first month? It increases by 25%, right? So what is the value after first month? 125%, friends. But in the second month, in the next month, the price has been reduced by 20%. If 20% value decreases from 125, friends, what is 10% of 125? 12.5. If 20% is double of 12.5, so 2 times of 12.5 is 25. If 25 decreases, this will become 100%. Can you see, one increase, one decrease will make same value in this case. Okay, what happens in the third month? It again increases by 50%. If it increases by 50%, then the new value is 100 plus 50%, 150%. Now on 150, again 33.33. Friends, 33.33 fractional equivalent is 1/3. What is 1/3 of 150? 50. If 50 decreases, it becomes 100% again. And the beauty of this question is, there are certain set of fraction or percentage combinations which will result in no change with the successive increments and decrements. So here, for every 4 such combinations, there is no change. There is 0%. For 100 such months, you will have no change, because for every 4 multiples, there is no change. For 100 years, there will be 25 4 such multiples. No change, right? Okay. If it is 101 month, then what is the answer? For 100 months, as per the sequence, no change. 101 month, again this 25% cycle will come. So if it is 101%, 101 year, sorry, 101 month, there is 25% increase. If it is 102 month, again no change, because after 125, 20% decrease, again 100% will come. Friends, if it is 103 months, then what is the answer? Whatever the value is present in the third month, which is 50% increase, right? Okay, this method is very easy to solve this kind of questions, or even if you want to go with multiplying factors, let us say 100% value is there, right? 25% increase, it becomes 125% of the value. Later, 20% decrease, 80% value. Later, 50% increase, 150% of value. Later, 33.33 decrease. Friends, if 33.33, if 1/3 is decreased, then 2/3 will be present, right? So 2/3 will be present. So if you simplify this, you'll get again 100%. How? Let us see. So 53 is a 52 is a. See, 2, 2, 3, 3 cancel. So 24 is a 25 is a 25 5 is a 25 4 is a 4 4 5 5 cancel. So again it leads to 100%. There is no change. So, and that is the beauty of these combinations. I'll tell you some combinations if it is possible. Store in your mind. If 20% increase in value, in the next month, if it decreases by 16.2/3%, then it results in no change. If there is 25% increase in the next month, if the value decreases by 20%, there is no change. In the first month, if it is 50%, in the next month, if it is 33 1/3% decrease, no change. If one value increases by 60%, in the next value, if it decreases by 37.5%, again there is no change. So these 4 are very important combinations of numbers, combinations of percentage changes, percentage increases and decreases to have no change in value. Okay, understood? Very interesting question, right? So let's move on to the next question. Okay, the salary of a person is decreases by 25%, and then decreased salary is increases by 25%. I think now this is the right time to forget about our basic model, work on multiplying factors. So 100% is the value, guys. First it decreases by 25%, this becomes 75%. Later it increases by 25%, it will become 125%. Let us see what is the value of this expression. So 25 5 is a 25 4 is a 25 3 is a 25 4 is a. So 4 goes 25 times, right? So 25 into 5, 125. In 125 into 3 by 4. So this is a 125, 3 is a 375, 375 by 4. So 3, in 37, 4 goes 4 9s are 36, 1 remainder, 4 3s are 12, 3 remainder, 3 by 4 means 0.75, right? This is 93.75%. 93.75%. So 100% is the initial value, final value is 93.75. So 6.25% less. I think rather than doing this, you can go with general, which makes further simple. If 100% is the value, first decreases, right? So 25% decreases. It becomes 75%. Later on, 25% increase, 1/4 increase. What is 1/4 of 75? So 1/4 of 75. So 4 goes 18 times, 18 4s are 72, 3/4, 75, right? So 18.75 increase, this becomes 93.75%. So the net decrease is 6.25% decrease. So whichever the method you feel comfortable, you can go ahead with that, friends. And my job is to give you various options of learning, right? Okay, let's go for one more such interesting question. So with this, I hope that you will clear all your doubts. So during the first year, the population of a village is increased by 5%, and the next year, it is diminished by 5%. At the end of the second year, its population was 99750. What was the population at the beginning of the year? So friends, actually I forgot to make one option E, which is 1 lakh. Option E is 1 lakh. Now, I'll tell you two methods. You can conclude yourself which method to follow. Let's say our basic model, 100% is the population at the beginning. In the first year, the value of the population increases by 5%. If 5% increases, this becomes 105%. But in the second year, diminished means decreases, right? Decreases by 5%. Friends, 10% is 10.5. 5% means half of that, 5.25. If 5.25 decreases, this becomes 99.75%. Friends, at the end of second year, the population in terms of percentage equivalent is 99.75%, which is equally 99.75%, which is equivalent to 99750. But what is the population at the beginning of the first year? In the beginning of the first year, the population is 100%. Then 100% is what? So if you do the cross multiplication, or this is simply into 1,000 times, if you do, the population after first year is, the beginning of the year is 1 lakh, that is option. Or if you go with multiplying factors method, how do you go with this, friends? Let's say the population is 100%. Initially increased by 5%, 105%. Later decreases by 5%, 95%. This is a 99750. And a close observation says 105 into 95 is 9975. 9975 goes 10 times here. So 10,000 into 10, 1 lakh. 1 lakh is what? 100% value. So in this way, you can learn the percentages, increments or decrements in various methods. So we discussed totally 3 methods, friends. Those are percentage, 100% model, then A plus B plus AB by 100 model, and then successive multiplying factors model. But I firmly believe that successive multiplying factors method is the best method out of all, because even 4 or 5% changes are also there, it will give accurate answers. But that A plus B plus AB by 100 model is very limited in its scope. Whenever there are 2 variables, you can apply that. So thank you so much for watching this video, and keep learning, keep inspiring, and to get more such valuable videos, valuable lessons, you can subscribe to our channel, Learn QA and Allah. And after subscribing, you'll have a bell icon. If you click on it, you'll get notifications whenever you do a new video. So thank you so much. Keep learning, keep inspiring.